Welcome to Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Today I'll be flying on Malaysia Airlines flight MH432 from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong. My flight today will be departing from the main terminal building, where most Malaysia Airlines regional flights operated by their 737s depart from. This is my aircraft for today, a 7.5-year-old Boeing 737-800 with the registration 9M-MXJ, delivered to Malaysia Airlines in August 2012. My flight today is one of 3 daily departures to Hong Kong, with the other 2 departing in the morning and at night.
From row 22 until row 29 to board the aircraft first. Remaining passengers, please remain seated until the announcement is made. Thank you.
All ground personnel kindly leave the aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. Flight MH432 to Hong Kong is now ready for departure. Cabin crew, please help me cross-check all those.
Welcome aboard MH432. As you could tell, the plane was packed. Boarding was chaotic. It took me 5 minutes to get to my seat. The load factor for this flight was very good, as many passengers were returning home after spending Christmas and New Year in Malaysia. Although boarding took a while because there were lots of passengers, we managed to push back on time.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, alih-alih Amrish dan Wan Yang Hormati Malaysia Airlines, Kapten Munir Syirah dan Tuan Kapal ucapkan selamat datang ke penerbangan kami MH432 ke Hong Kong. Saya Samsul dan penyelia penerbangan anda. Anda diminta untuk memadamkan semua peralatan elektronik dan menanggalkannya pada bekalan kuasa di kerusi anda apabila pesawat bergerak dan melepas. Di dalam penerbangan ini terdapat juga dana kapal yang boleh bertutur dalam bahasa Mandarin. Penerbangan ini akan bermasa selama 3 jam dan 35 minit. Sila hubungi kami sekiranya anda memerlukan bantuan sementara kenikmatilah layanan Malaysian Hospitality kami. Terima kasih. Selamat datang, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia Airlines, Captain Munir Syirah and the rest of the crew. Wish you a very warm welcome on our flight MH432 to Hong Kong. Also a very warm welcome to our esteemed Enrich and One World frequent flying members. I'm Lord Samsul, cabin crew in charge. Please switch off your electronic devices and disconnect them from the in-seat power supply system during taxi and takeoff. We are pleased to inform you that we also have a Mandarin speaking crew on board who will be glad to assist you. This flight will take 3 hours and 35 minutes. Callers include the assistant. Meanwhile, sit back, relax and enjoy our Malaysian hospitality.
在提醒各位飞班机员长禁止抽烟，包括电子烟。为了避免机上的导航系统受到电波的干扰，请把您的所有电子设备及手机调至低频。
Ladies and gentlemen, your safety is very important to us at Malaysia Airlines, so please listen carefully as we take you through some important safety features specific to this aircraft, as it may differ from other types of aircraft. Put your baggage in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. It's important to keep the aisles and exits clear. Fasten your seatbelt by pushing the 2 metal ends together until they click and pull to tighten. To undo, lift the flap. You should be seated with your seatbelt fastened and visible even when the seatbelt sign is off. Infant seatbelts are available in this aircraft. As we're now preparing for takeoff, please enable the flight mode feature on your personal devices. All electronic devices must be switched off during taxi, takeoff and landing. Do not charge your devices during this time. Small devices may be handheld or kept. Larger devices such as laptops must be stowed. If you drop your personal devices in between seats, do not attempt to retrieve. Call your cabin crew for help.
After a powerful takeoff from Kuala Lumpur, we were on our way to Hong Kong. This Boeing 737 is equipped with the Boeing Sky Interior, which means there are larger overhead bins and mood lighting in the cabin. Can you recognize which part of the city we're flying over? If you do, please leave your answers in the comment section below. Shortly after we reached our cruising altitude, the crew began their meal service. They were super efficient. This is what Malaysia Airlines has to offer in terms of in-flight literature. There is the Temptation in-flight shopping magazine and the Going Places magazine. And of course there is the safety card in the seat pocket. Before we knew it, the cabin crew had started collecting trash from the passengers as it was time for descent. As usual, Hong Kong International Airport was filled with traffic, and we had to wait our turn for landing. Our plane was instructed to enter a holding pattern and circle off the coast of Hong Kong, which wasn't exactly a bad thing as it gave me time to enjoy the marvelous sunset that was happening outside. As we're descending into Hong Kong International Airport, let me give you a verdict on this flight. We took off on time, and despite being told to circle off the coast of Hong Kong, we managed to arrive 10 minutes early. The aircraft operating this flight was spotless. The lavatories were also constantly kept clean by the cabin crew.
Kevin, dan jika anda dikenaki kelelahan kecemasan, tinggalkan semua barang pekerjaan anda dan pergi ke pintu yang berdekatan dan hasil lagi boleh berdekat pada waktu ini. Terima kasih kerana mematuhi peraturan dan larangan merokok. Ladies and gentlemen, at final preparation for landing, please ensure your seat in upright position, your chair table and footrest are stowed. Kindly ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened and visible to our crew. If an emergency evacuation becomes necessary, leave all your personal belongings behind and proceed to the exit nearest to you. The lavatory may no longer be used at this time. Thank you for observing the smoking restrictions.
The food on this flight was very delicious. There was even ice cream for dessert. The aircraft was equipped with the Boeing Sky Interior, which had mood lighting that made the cabin very, very relaxing. It was also equipped with in-flight entertainment screens at every seat. Finally, the crew. The crew on this flight were exceptional. They were very friendly, helpful, warm, and cheerful throughout the flight. I even took some pictures with them after landing. I recognized one of the crew on this flight as we follow each other on Instagram. He was extremely friendly, and he even gave me some Malaysia Airlines signature salted peanuts to bring home. Him and the rest of the crew were very attentive towards passengers throughout the flight. They kept patrolling the cabin, offering drinks with a warm smile. Overall, I had another wonderful experience with Malaysia Airlines, with a great set of crew, good food, and an on-time flight.
memasang tali kereta dipadamkan dan pesawat berhenti sepenuhnya. Berhati-hati ketika membuka ruang penyimpanan di atas dan pastikan semua barang kepunyaan anda telah diambil. Anda dibenarkan memasang tali pemimpin selepas tali syarat pasangkan tali kereta dipadamkan. Waktu tepatnya 6:07 minit. Petang dan suhu dilaporkan setinggi 20 darjah Celsius. Kapten Munir Shiraz bersama dengan pegawai penerbangan pertama Syahril Fahmi dan anak kapal yang lain mengucapkan terima kasih kerana memilih Malaysia Airlines yang merupakan ahli walau. Kami menghargai kerjasama anda kerana dilarangkan merokok. Semoga kita bertemu lagi dalam penerbangan yang akan datang. Terima kasih, salam hormat dan jumpa lagi. Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed at Hong Kong International Airport. It is a safety requirement that you remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. You be careful whenever you open the overhead compartment. Kindly ensure you do not leave any of your personal items behind. You may use your mobile phones after the seatbelt sign is switched off. 8 minutes past 6. Temperature reported to be 20 degrees Celsius. Captain Munir Siraj, together with First Officer Sharil Fahmi and the rest of the crew, would like to thank you for choosing Malaysia Airlines, a member One World Alliance. We look forward to see you again and thank you for answering the showcase. Have a pleasant evening.
女士们、先生们，我们已经在香港国际机场着陆。在扣安全带的指示灯还没熄灭之前，请您耐心就坐，直到客机完全停稳为止。当您打开行李柜时，请特别留意，以免行李滑落。下机时，请不要忘记您个人随身携带的物品，以避免遗留在机上。手机、耳机、眼镜在机舱内使用的，直到扣安全带的讯号灯熄灭方可开机。本地时间是傍晚6点09分，室外气温为20摄氏度。地方如果您需要任何协助，请您联络我们的地勤人员，我们感到荣幸能为您服务，希望不久的将来再跟各位见面。本人代表Munir Shiraz机长与全体空服员，感谢您选搭华裔驾乘员之一的马来西亚航空公司班机，并祝各位有个愉快的夜晚，再会。
Here are some of the photos I took with the wonderful cabin crew on this flight. They were absolutely amazing, and I'm sure everybody else on that flight also enjoyed the wonderful Malaysian hospitality they provided. Welcome to Hong Kong International Airport. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and click that notification button. It would really make my day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions or things that you want me to improve on, please do not hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. I'll see you again in a future trip report.